Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy Reno, coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be someone close has a negative and toxic spirit in your life. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, someone close has a negative and toxic spirit in your life. Now I need y'all to realize something. You got to alleviate these people as quick as possible. You got to obliterate these people fast as quicksand dry up. All right? I'm just telling you, you got to get rid of them, y'all, because they don't have no space in your life. They don't have any room for positivity in your life. And they have nothing to add to your table but toxicity and negativity. And these things, y'all gonna see it adds up quick. It's almost like money. The more you spend, the less you have. And the same thing with this right here, y'all. The more you allow them to come into your space, into your life, and come into your sanctuary, the less you're gonna have for yourself. Energy, time, effort, love, okay? You gotta have those things for yourself. And so with that being said, family, I need y'all to realize something. Someone close has a negative and toxic spirit in your life. Now, I want y'all to realize this right here, y'all. If anybody is in your life and they negative and they toxic and they're draining, somebody drop in the comments and say, cut them off. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, cut them off. Now, as y'all see, y'all, we are outside in the neighborhood getting some steps in. Okay, health is wealth, y'all. Y'all drop that in the comments as well. I know I look like somebody uncle right now, or I probably just look like a bodybuilder right now. I told y'all I'm getting the weight right, y'all. I'm getting the weight right. And as y'all can see, I got my Fight Life shirt on. For those who are wondering, I used to train Muay Thai. All right, so it's a form of mixed martial arts, and that's what I used to do. So with that being said, y'all see what's going on. But as you're getting your steps in, family, you gotta let that sweat drain somewhere. So I decided to not wear a regular t-shirt and just put on my yeah, I got that energy today, y'all. We feeling good. So I want to start this out too, y'all, by quoting the scripture right here. I guarantee you this scripture that I'm about to say, somebody need this right here, y'all. Now watch this right here, family. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33, it says, do not be deceived. Evil company corrupts good habits. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33 says, do not be deceived. Evil company corrupts good habits, right? I'm sure y'all heard the phrase, bad associations spoil useful habits. Same as that thing, y'all. Just a different, what you call it, family? Translation. Just a different translation. But sticking to the point, y'all, this is how important it is to get away from toxic, draining, negative, bad, and terrible spirits, right? Terrible spirits. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. The first sign how you know someone close has negative and toxic energy and a toxic spirit is gonna be this, family. You feel tired, okay? You feel tired. And so a lot of times, y'all, people underestimate the fact of feeling tired, okay? Or that feeling of not having energy, or feeling lazy, feeling apathetic, all right? Family, don't turn a blind eye to that. Why is that, Reno? Because, listen, y'all, if God come to give you a life and give it to you more abundantly, if he made you in his image, okay, whenever you have that toxic and terrible spirit, and that feeling of feeling like, man, I don't want to do nothing, that didn't come from God, y'all. That didn't come from the Most High. That didn't come from him, okay? He come to give you abundance. He come to give you energy. He come to give you life, all right? He come to give you success. He come to give you some things. And so with that being said, y'all, you have to understand that the enemy didn't come to give you nothing. The enemy did not come to give you anything. He came to, y'all drop those 3 words in the comments: kill, steal, and destroy. That's what he came to give you. Or that's what he didn't come to give you nothing. That's what he came to do: kill, steal, and destroy. And so if you feel tired, and every time this person come around, or maybe this person is gone now, right? Maybe they are gone, but they done been around you for a while. And y'all done been intimate, whether that was intimate sexually, intimate just by having conversations, or you just putting yourself around this person or allowing them to come in your sanctuary. Understand something, y'all. You're going to feel tired. And if you do feel tired, if you do feel like, man, I just don't got the energy, it's because the enemy has sent somebody that you like or that you love or that is close to you to steal it from you. Yeah. He got them to use whatever ways or use their familiarity, all right, to come inside your circle and make it seem as if what they was doing was normality. Meaning, when you are around certain people, y'all, sometimes we accept certain things because we feel like it's normal. It's not normal, y'all. It is not normal. Sticking to the point, y'all, you feel tired. And that's because somebody around you got negative and toxic energy, and they have a negative and toxic spirit. All right. Moving on to the next one, y'all. It's going to be number 2. That is, you feel uncomfortable with self. Okay. You feel uncomfortable with self. I'm gonna go right back to it, y'all. God made you in his image, right? And if you are uncomfortable with self, you are uncomfortable with what God has made. All right. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I love me. All right. And I love to say that because a lot of people lack self-love. A lot of people lack, loving themselves. Why? Because they are too busy worrying about and loving everyone else. People who don't even mean them no well. People who don't, mean them no good. All right. Reno, what are you saying right now? If you feel uncomfortable with yourself, this means that somebody else is coming around with that energy. Somebody is coming around with that spirit. I'm telling y'all. And so the best way to fight against that, y'all, is to, once again, disassociate yourself, distance yourself, cut them off, do whatever you got to do. But you don't need that spirit, right? I mean, you remember when you was just, always energetic, okay? You was happy, you believed in yourself, you loved yourself. And as soon as you got in a relationship with this person, you just start feeling low. You just start feeling like a low vibrational person. You just start feeling like, man, I don't feel myself no more, right? Or have you ever been inside of a room, family, and when you walked inside the room, you just had that supreme confidence. Everybody drop that in the comments as well. Somebody say supreme confidence. You probably had that supreme confidence, and somebody came around you with that negative and toxic spirit. As soon as you left, you just start feeling worse than you did before you went in, right? You just started feeling worse than you did. Reno, what are you saying right now? If you are uncomfortable with self, this means that you have been around some toxic and negative people, okay, who have this toxic and negative spirit. Somebody drop in the comments and say, get away from me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, get away from me. All right. We're going to go ahead and get across the street, y'all, and turn around. Okay. I don't want nobody's house on camera who don't want their house on camera. And it's all good, y'all. But we're going to move wisely and smartly. That's it, y'all. We're going to move wisely and smartly. But sticking to the point, family, if you feel like you are uncomfortable with self, it's because you are around some people who are uncomfortable with themselves. Okay, they are uncomfortable with themselves. Like, they don't feel handsome. They don't feel beautiful. They don't feel smart. They don't feel intelligent. They don't feel gifted. They don't feel called. They don't feel like they have an assignment for life. They don't feel it. Okay? However, you do. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I am called. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I am called. Okay? Don't allow somebody to deprive you of that. All right? Someone close to you have a negative and toxic spirit. All right. Number 3, and this right here, I know somebody gonna disagree with this, or they may just be like, oh my God, Reno, really? Number 3, y'all, their ways are rubbing off on you. I think this is the house where it's gonna say, hey, how are you? Y'all probably gonna hear it say something, right? You'll be amazed at what you hear once you remember when you keep, see, I told y'all. I told y'all, but you'll be amazed at what you remember just by being a creature of habit, right? That's why it's good to build good habits. But sticking to the point, y'all, their ways are rubbing off on you. That's number 3, okay? Now, I know somebody gonna say, well, Reno, does this make me a bad person? I'm bad. No, you're not bad, okay? You're not a terrible person. It's just that bad associations spoil useful habits, right? And so if you are in a relationship and you hanging around a bunch of women or a bunch of guys who cheat on their girlfriend or wife or whatever the case is, then chances are you're gonna start doing the same thing. And if you don't, you're gonna start thinking it. And lusting is just as worse, right? Lusting is just as worse. You gotta stay away from lust. Somebody drop in the comments and say stay away from lust, all right? But sticking to the point, y'all, their ways are rubbing off on you, okay? Here's the thing, y'all. You know, you probably be around these negative and toxic people, and then before you know it, you start being negative and toxic. You start having negative conversations. You start, operating the way that they operate. But understand something, y'all, this is not your natural state. This is not your natural state. This is not how you act, when you have been around yourself and you only been able to listen to nothing but the good Lord speak to you. I'm talking about when you only able to hear the voice of God. Everybody drop in the comments and say the voice of God. When you are only able to hear the voice of God, this is when you are in your natural state, because you don't got no distractions. You don't have people trying to, throw you off course, throw you off focus. You are pure, right? And this is what the enemy can't stand. He don't like pure people. Oh no, he don't like pure people, okay? And sticking to the point, family, when people ways are starting to rub off on you, you got to get from around them, y'all, because these are toxic individuals. These are people who just carry this negative and toxic spirit, all right? And see, when you are negative and you are toxic, you're not able to attract the right resources. You're not able to attract the opportunities you need. You are not able to attract the people. You are not able to attract anything in life when you're negative and toxic. And even if you do attract it, guess what? They're going to be negative and they're going to be toxic, okay? Your vibe attracts your tribe. Y'all got to understand that. Your vibe attracts your tribe, all right? But sticking to the point, family, someone close has a negative and toxic spirit, all right? You got to get it away from you. You got to rebuke it, all right? Moving on to the next one, family, is going to be number 4. That is, your gut can feel it. Oh, yeah, y'all. This right here is probably one of the biggest ones. Your gut can feel it. How many times have you put yourself in a terrible situation? You put yourself in a position to where if only you had listened to your gut feeling, you would have never experienced that, right? And sometimes, y'all, we got to bump our head, right? It wasn't till after I realized that, oh, you got to have a savings, to where I realized that you got to have a savings, which means it wasn't after until, I needed to pay something like my rent and I couldn't pay it. You follow what I'm saying, y'all? So sometimes you have to experience certain things. Sometimes you got to go to certain places so you can have the understanding of it yourself. A person all day can say, hey, man, don't touch that stove, it's hot. But if you never touch it, how do you truly know that it is hot, okay? A person can say, hey, don't touch that, it's cold. But until you touch it, how would you know that it's actually cold? Are y'all following what I'm saying? So when your gut feel it, listen to it. Somebody drop in the comments and say, listen to your gut. Now, I've heard certain people say you should not listen to your gut. And I'm going to tell you this. I agree and I disagree. Let me give y'all an example. Okay. When I moved into my place, I'm almost tripping all over the place. I might as well do the limbo. Okay. But Um, when I moved into my apartment, I knew that that wasn't the place for me. I knew it. I knew it. However, the circumstances that life had dealt me says that, hey man, you can't afford not to live here. Either you're gonna be homeless or you're gonna take this situation, okay? See, some things that come into our lives, it serves a purpose, okay? People that come into our lives serve a purpose. Some people are seasonal, some people are reasonable, all right? Or some people come for a lifetime. We all know this, right? What I'm saying is, y'all, is that had I listened to my gut and I said, nope, this ain't the space for me. This ain't my apartment. I can't live here. If I would have been on my Captain Crunch, okay, then I would have still been homeless. My gut told me. However, logic said, hey man, take this situation and then guess what? Utilize it as a stepping stone, okay? Instead of it being a stumbling block, I made it a stepping stone, okay? Reno, what are you saying right now? That's why I say, yes, you're gonna hear certain people who say, don't listen to your gut, it's stupid. Because it is an emotion that you feel, right? But I believe that it's a spiritual emotion. However, it's a time to listen to it, it's a time to react to it, and it's a time to respond to it. Just because you have a gut feeling and you don't respond to it right away, it doesn't mean that you can't respond to it later on. Again, y'all, this is all situational. If I go to a parade and I feel like they're gonna have a mass shooting, of course, I'm gonna listen to my gut and get up out of there. That's not situational. I can control that. But if you working at a job like I did at the warehouse, where it was, y'all, when I went to Amazon, okay, and I just was like, man, I need something quick. I can't pay my rent, man. Okay, I need something quick. I went to Amazon. Guess what? My gut told me you're not supposed to be here. However, logic said, hey, take this check until you get another job, right? And that's when I got into the express employment. Y'all probably know, but that's like a temp service. I was working there in the I had my own desk and stuff like that. But that's the point, y'all. So your gut can sense it. Listen to your gut, right? But sometimes you have to respond at the right time whenever you listen to your gut. So it's all situational, family. It's all situational. If that makes sense, somebody drop in the comments and say makes sense, all right? But sticking to the point, I knew I heard the dog. There's a dog right there. Look like the dog from Friday. What's his name, y'all? Chico, right? That's my granddaddy's name too. Not the one who just passed, but the one who passed away when I was like 16. He passed away when I was 16. But yeah, that dog right there looked like Chico. Okay, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you. He looked like Chico. He trying to come from up under that window too. He funny. He said, he mad, y'all. He big mad. Okay, but anyway, y'all, sticking to the point, family, someone close has a negative and toxic spirit, all right? And you got to get that spirit away from you. Moving on to the next one, y'all, which is the last one. That's going to be number 5, family. And that is your light feel dimmed. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, your light feel dimmed. Okay, listen, family, I don't care if you are around other stars and they may shine bright or some may shine less bright. You should never feel dimmed. If your light feel dimmed, it's because you got somebody around you who is dimming it. Okay, they can't stand that you got $1 million smile. Okay, they can't stand that you have a gift. You are talented. You have special abilities. They can't stand this. All right, that you get attention. They can't stand this. And so people who can't stand it are going to dim your light on purpose. They gonna dim your light on purpose. Okay, why is that, family? Because they don't have a light, or because they don't believe in the light, or because they don't believe that God has put a light on the inside of them that they have yet to discover. Are y'all following what I'm saying, y'all? Someone close has a negative and toxic spirit. Okay, we see it all the time. It can be mama, it can be daddy, it can be your cousin, it can be your sister, it can be your best friend, it can be your coworker, it can be, you know, your neighbor, it can be whoever it is, y'all. But they got that negative, toxic spirit, all right? And so you feel like whenever you bring an idea to them, they shut it down. You feel like every time you bring a thought to them, they shut it down. You feel like anytime you come to them with your problems or, you know, just wanting somebody to talk to, they shut it down. They are dimming your light, making you feel less than, making you feel like you are not important, making you feel like you are not significant. Come on, y'all. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I've been there, Reno, if y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I've been there, Reno, if y'all know what I'm talking about. All right? But your light should never feel dimmed, y'all. Never. Okay? People should only add to your light and add to whatever you have, you know, in order to consider themselves a true friend. All right? And this reminds me, too, of a light. It's that light that everybody grandmother had, your mama probably had it, but it's that mosquito light that you hang up in the backyard, and when you sitting out there, you just, you know, that light attracts mosquitoes. Mosquitoes come to do what? Take from you, to drain your blood, right? And so when a big swarm of mosquitoes come to that light, you know, it dims. It dims. Now they die instantly, but it still dims when a big, you know, swarm of mosquitoes come to that light. And so that's the same thing with your enemies, your adversaries, the opposition, whoever it is, y'all. It's like you are a light and you are attracting a bunch of mosquitoes and they just want to take from it, right? They just want to drain it. They just want to dim it. Why? Because they are the ones who don't either know they have a light or they just have, you know, what's the word I'm looking for, family? They have neglected their light for so long. And here are you, walking in your gift, walking in your calling. And they just can't stand it, family. So I hope y'all was able to get something from this message, family. Drop in the comments and let me know if y'all did. Secondly, y'all, if y'all would like to book a one-on-one session with me, family, most definitely reach out. Hit the link inside my YouTube bio, okay, or YouTube description. It should be like 10 links there, 9 to 10 links. Y'all click that. Book a one-on-one, okay? I've been getting a lot of people who've been saying, Reno, I want to book a one-on-one. How do I do it? In every video, I tell you, every video, even after this video right here, I'm going to have somebody ask, how can I book that one-on-one? What's your email? I do not operate off of email unless it is something big, 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 okay? So if y'all want to book that one-on-one, y'all hit the link inside my description. Also, y'all, for those who are looking to enroll into their social influence course, okay, and build up their social media platform, you know, and become a self-published author, same link, y'all, okay? We got over 100 people who have enrolled. Major. And not only that, y'all, if y'all want to get one of those Yes Sir t-shirts, these shirts right here ain't for sale, y'all. This ain't even my brand. I just told y'all, you know, I used to train Muay Thai. So if I want to somebody, I could, right? But we're going to keep that on the down low, y'all. Any one of my books, same thing, family. But I almost forgot to recap. Let's do that recap, y'all, and then we'll conclude this video. So someone close has a negative and toxic spirit. Number 1 is you feel tired, okay? Number 2, you're uncomfortable with self. Number 3, their ways are rubbing off. Number 4, your gut can feel it. And number 5, your light feels dim, all right? I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace. What's good, family? It's your boy Reno. Check this out, y'all. I just dropped my social influence course, okay? Where I show you how to build up your social media platform as well as become a self-published author. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? If you want to leverage your expertise, okay, you got to publish your book. But not only that, if you want to get popping and build your community, you got to build up your social media platform. And so I put that all in one course, okay? And so all you got to do is go to the link in my bio, all right? And drop in the comments, social influence. If you want to build up your social influence, click that link in the bio and we're going to get you popping. Keep a rich mentality.